Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Eyes with me, Mega and Turkey. So the previous episode was quite interesting when it comes to our situation. We have upgraded our equipment, we have actually finished one of our first World War II doctrines, and we are now working on furthering the efficiency of our mountains. However, apart from that, we also made the decision that we are gonna start working our way towards airplanes, because whether we want it or not, we have to start producing some very soon, because soon the war is gonna break out. It's already July 1939, so the attack against Poland is coming soon. And while we are doing much better than we were before when it comes to the equipment, we're still nowhere near where we need to be. So let us just continue with what we're doing, making sure that our efficiency grows. We're getting, closer to actually being able to produce some vehicles. The rubber refinery is going to give us enough rubber to start producing the armored cars and the light vehicles, which we are right now researching for our logistical companies. And I guess that's all that I need to say now. Yes, truck radios are coming too. I don't think we have enough. No, we actually finally have enough radios, so the truck radios are gonna take that away from us. And what's coming next is actually the more painful ones, which is the infantry radios. We're gonna need a ton of radios. Same for the recon. We're gonna start with the recon, then we're gonna go with the infantry, and that's gonna be what is gonna, take away our radio production for quite some time. But they're gonna increase the organization of our units very much. So anyway, 1938 Tour de France. The 1938 Tour de France was the 32nd edition of Tour de France, taking place from 5th to 31st of July. It was composed of 21 stages over 4,694 kilometers long. The race was won by Italian cyclist Gino Bartali, who also won the mountains classification. Coming in at second place was Belgian cyclist Favicien Ferrevaeke. I think those were the guys who won last time too, right? Actually, that was 1938. Maybe we should have 1939 this time. Sounded weirdly similar to what we already read before. Alright, take to the skies. Samson is gonna get an air base, and we're gonna get a bonus for air models. So let's work on that. Now you guys are going to have quite a journey. Hi, you guys already finished your drilling, which makes it easier for us to just give you yet another pack artillery. You will never rest, guys. We will keep throwing stuff at you. And I noticed that we are actually losing stability now, which isn't great. Oh, and we don't have enough war support. Dang it. Alright, so that's not great. That is not great. Can we do something for that? Damn it. Alright, I mean, Germany is gonna declare war soon, so hopefully we're gonna be able to do preliminary war propaganda against Germany. Man, we're really struggling here. The demobilization is really bad. I don't want that to happen. Wait, is there a minister or someone who could give us more war support? Because unfortunately, looks like we will have to do it. You're a xenophobe. Weaker stability. Intelligence officer. Base stability, compliance. Abdul Majid. That's not what we want. Schemer. Just give stability. I'd much rather have I guess you. Food extraction, recruitable population. Yeah, we might get Russia here. You give war support. Rallier. Right, we might switch to him in case things go south and we have no other way. So that is our backup plan here. Alright. So how much are we getting? Take to the skies. If we went with you, that's 46 days. Just so that we can get the guy to get more manpower too. That would probably help us. Either way, those were truck radios. Now let's get recon radios and then infantry radios. And distribute radio to... Well... Camera's gonna get it. That actually is a little bit weird. I still haven't decided what we're gonna do with the cavalry. Those units are absolutely useless. I was thinking that we might just go ahead and turn them into mountaineers too, but that doesn't sound right. And we don't have enough army experience to do anything more with them. And you want to mobilize more. Alright, do that. That actually takes away the political power, but we don't mind because we actually will have enough for whatever comes next. Whatever comes next. Alright, you're gonna come. Are gonna be finished soon, so will you. Alright, we need to do these ones, unfortunately. Military parade in Ankara? Nope. But army war games? Yes. Election campaign. Add stability. Yeah, training the workforce didn't seem like such a great thing, but with the issues that we have with war support, I guess it might actually be reasonable. So once we get civilian works, I might actually start with schools so that we can do the training the workforce first and then housing. Again, this is just preliminary and we're trying to figure out how we're gonna survive everything, but... Alright, so you guys need 2 more on these light. Would it like so? I think so, like. Which unfortunately means we really need to start producing the anti-tanks. How many that means? 108, that's not that bad. Yes, I know, we're missing steel. Hey, and we finished the iron, alright. So, okay, let's see. Germany is not really... giving us enough here. So how about like this? And if we put more alloying metals in there, well, we're still short one steel, but actually that is beneficial. That makes sense. And we saved up a factory. Yep. Alright, good. Steel 0. It's not exactly how that works, but alright. So wait, we're producing you where? And we have no coal. That's so crazy. Someone asked me about the aluminum as well, but we have no bauxite or coal. That's just bizarre. And here we're not gonna get any either. There's tungsten here, at least for the tanks. Crazy, man. Alright, hey, we can do war propaganda now. It helps with stability and war support. We need that. Better than an advisor, actually. But alright, I mean, we're gonna get... Let's get the Open Art Institute and get the advisor that helps with one of the population, a recruitable population, because we will need that. 447 and the 5% extra factor will go a long way. We cannot ignore it anymore. Alright, now again, thinking about this infrastructure. Very expensive, but where is that coal? Yeah, this doesn't really help with steel because that is just coming from the steel mills. Where the hell is the coal? Sorry, not coal, the iron. Here. Alright, that would make sense. What's coal and iron? Yeah, but in the end, it's still not enough to make any major difference to anything. Because if we wanted an additional factory, we would need 32. And that's not something we will ever get. And only if we could get 32 coal here extra, which is also not gonna happen, it would make sense. Well, alright, never mind then. Okay, Take to the Skies is finished. Now let's get the Open Art Institute for the political power, so that we can get the advisor, and then we're gonna continue with you. How long is it gonna take? It's one, you need both of them, right? No, just one. We don't need to have a fighter model, so 30, 60, 85, 105 days. Alright, modernizing the cavalry. Mobile offensives. Interesting. Must invest in design. Purchase aircraft from USA. We'll see. Alright, we're beating out more rations to start importing that. Are we getting... Still not getting any penalties, that's great. I'm actually really happy about that. Alright, this ought to fix our issue. Right? 114. Yes, 85 per day, alright. This is why I keep building civilian factories, so our economy is strong enough to keep expanding itself but we also can increase the imports as we're gonna need them. And we are actually running out of trains. We are running out of trains. That never happened to me, but I can understand it because we do not produce them. I thought we had way more. Alright, that is not good. Not good. So you would cost 50 and you require engine production. Now I have seen that we had the ability to build the austerity. What was it? 132. Would actually make sense. I never really used the armored trains, but German Bush dies. The Bolivian president German Bush has died of a reported suicide. General Carlos Quintanilla has delivered the news to a shocked nation and has promised to continue the directives and orientation of the social and economic policy of Colonel Bush. However, many observers note his outlook is far more conservative than that of his predecessor. Rumors abound of a coup. And the Polish question. In a heated speech today before the Reichstag, Adolf Hitler denounced Poland and their treatment of Germans living in Danzig and the Polish corridor, claiming the German minorities in Poland are being persecuted in the vilest manner imaginable. Hitler made the position of his government clear. Danzig was a German city and is a German city. The corridor was German and is German. Without the German folk, these eastern regions would still be plunged into the depths of barbarism. Well, the corridor might be fun, but... And here goes the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Diplomats from Germany and the Soviet Union concluded what observers are describing as a historic agreement today with the signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Named after German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop and his Soviet counterpart Vyacheslav Molotov, this non-aggression pact stipulates that neither side will ally itself to nor aid an enemy of the other. Foreign diplomats warned that this treaty effectively gives Germany a free hand to wage war in Europe without having to fear Soviet intervention. So Signal Company 2 was finished, which is great. Now, do we want the maintenance companies? I think we do. But you can actually research the armor train, so look at that. We're gonna start researching those. And because the logistics is such a nightmare, let's actually start producing the trains. Can we put something on them? Alright, that seems reasonable. Did we finish more view? No, not yet. We're working on this recon. Okay, Mountain Infantry 2 was finished. What can we do here next? Mountain Infantry 3, we're gonna get, but it's ahead of time. So are you. Alright, let's start working on the machine guns. And we're gonna have to start producing those as well. Unfortunately, we just need to produce so many things. It's crazy. But we'll get back to producing military factories very soon now, and those are gonna be good for exactly that. Okay, so we saved ourselves from demobilization. With you coming, we will be able to get the Minister of Agriculture. I don't think there's anyone better here, really. You also help with the import of population and add stability, but cost consumer goods, so let's not do that. Poland refuses German ultimatum and the war has started. Considering the demands, it seems inevitable. The Republic of Poland would be forced to cede Danzig to Germany and a Polish plenipotentiary would be sent to Berlin to negotiate further terms. Ignaz Mosicki pointed to the German Reich's recent actions when stating that it was obvious Germany would not be satisfied with Danzig alone. German and Polish forces are prepared for war, and reports are already coming in of clashes on the border. Once again, there is a war in Europe. So can we do a preliminary war propaganda against Germany? Nope. Okay then. Oh, it might still trigger down the line. Now, mountaineers. Our mountaineers can now get signal detachment. Extra infantry equipment, field uniforms, and radio equipment, which is fine. I think they can get it easily. Right. Well, let's drill you guys. And I actually think at this point we might just start drilling everyone. And I mean everyone like this, so that we get more army experience. How much are we getting? Not bad actually. That's gonna help, so let's let it running for at least reasonable near future. Alright, so we finished civilian works. That helps with stability, putting us at a decent... We could change. Alright. Yes, we are now stabilized, which is good, and we want it. Well, let's get the schools so that we can do the training. I know that's not preferable, but the boost to stability and war support, especially the war support, that's something we're struggling with really, so that's gonna help. Alright, we're gaining 1 point of experience every 3 days. That is good. And industrial farming, what happened? Current day we changed 77. See if that changes anything, but I'm gonna go and say it won't. Textile polymers, field uniforms, support equipment, that's actually pretty neat. Chemical industry 2, rubber processing 2, advanced power grid. Yeah, we'll unlock a lot of these options for ourselves soon. But for now, let's go with DK is 871, so that's gonna actually save us 87 per day, which is decent. I don't think the daily change is gonna go up, but we can check it in a couple of days and see what's the sitch. Open our institute. Alright, we finished the factory for armor. Capacity per plant is 8. Why are you showing... Oh, now it's 8. Alright, I was wondering, we just had to finish it now. Still 75, yeah, that didn't affect anything. But I think that you would get, yes, 11. Well, if we keep boosting that, it might eventually become a bit more useful, but not at any time soon. Ah, yes, looky here. We have no requirement, so once we finish the war propaganda, we might actually go with this one immediately. That's good. So we're gonna run it. We need to get as far away from 25 as possible. I mean, we do want to, but I cannot get the Sabadat Pact. Yeah, we need a new path. Well, it's gonna hurt us. I hate that. I hate that with the passion in my heart. Okay. I do wonder what the flag of Turkey and who's gonna lead it. It's gonna be anyway. Yusuf Hikmet Bayur. I really don't know that guy. I never heard about him in my life. I don't know if any Turkish viewers know him. I have to check him out because I'm not sure who he is. Yeah, still 70. Soviet Union attacked. Alright, hold on. How did we... Like so, right? Yes, that's the next step. So let's wait for 10 and then deploy you. Alright, they actually removed the troops from the border, which is a good sign. The moment Barbarossa starts, we should actually have a free reign here if we want to. And if we're fast enough, it will work well for us. Let's keep an eye on the stockpile. The trucks are coming back. Okay, producing the trains. Logistics is getting a little bit better. Field uniforms, that's fine. We're also doing good here. We can definitely kill some of the mortar production. I might actually go all the way to just one factory and put the 3 on machine guns and deploy them for now only on the specialized units and later on everyone. Anything else? Yeah, we even need like... Jesus Christ. But they should be relatively cheap. How much do you cost? Where are you, machine gun? I hear 0.5. Compared to a mortar, mortars are actually more expensive. So if we wanted to... If we take some factories from, for example, infantry guns, we would be... Let's call it 10 per day, 500 days. Yeah, that's reasonable. Can be done. Alright, so we finished the Open Art Institutes. Now let's go with establish Air War College. Bonus for an air doctrine. And as we said, let's get a Minister of Agriculture and Farming. Equitable population factor and monthly population. Yep. We need you, my friend. So what's the bonus? Yes, about 50 people per month. And the mobilization is gonna start soon. 5%. Not gonna be a great amount, but it might be 2-3 divisions if we need them. And what are we doing on 90 days? I don't remember the exact math here. I'm not sure if the 5% is gonna be just added flat out to the 7%. Because if it would, that would be really, really nice. That would mean that we can actually really turn the cavalry into mountaineers and be done with it. Though, honestly, then we would really struggle with with equipment and pack artillery and so on. But, you know, we're not doing all that bad. We're actually producing a decent amount of them. And we're not gonna increase that amount anymore, will we? Yeah, we won't. Because we're gonna go like so. Yeah. So each one of you use 60. So we need 180 for the new divisions. And that is actually pretty good. We have 43 already. And we're producing about 5.5 per week. Yeah, it wouldn't take that long. It would take long, but it wouldn't take that long. Alright. Some more propaganda still running. Nothing we can do here. Okay, now we're actually gaining more. 103. It's actually not bad. How's the war going? Yeah, as usual. I still cannot get over the fact that they got all of China. It's crazy. That's really crazy. Alright, how much does one of you use manpower? 15,000. Alright, so we can definitely train 2 more units here. So let's get that. We do have the manpower and we'll be able to probably get even more. Okay, what did we import from Japan? Steel. Alright. Well then, Italy, my friends. Be my guest and hook us up. 24th of November, 6th of, yeah, still 6th of January. But again, the rubber is going to be great. That is going to be amazing. Are you consuming something? I don't think you are. Just energy. Which is good. I mean, that is actually great. But I have a feeling we might actually want to build another power plant. Despite not being completely able to do so. Alright, and I can actually put you guys here. I'm gonna give you the engineering company. Our Maltinos are starting to be pretty good. They're not even 1/3 of the strength of late game German infantry division, but they are slowly getting there. I wish I could see how strong the German divisions are at this point. But it gradually increases as you go. Okay, we finished the light vehicles 1. We can go immediately with light vehicles 2, so that we do not produce the ones that we do not need. Nah, just a matter of reliability anyway, and less fuel consumption actually. Oh yeah, we're already over the limit now. Okay, so no more turning to mountaineers. The penalty is pretty harsh, isn't it? Yeah, attack, defense. Jesus, that's brutal. But with 2 extra divisions and the boost to the amount from this, it's gonna be okay, I hope. Stockpile wise, we're doing great. Alright, so at least that's doing good. Really, limiting factor for us is the manpower right now. Crazy. 523 per month. And Poland has capitulated. The fall of Warsaw. German forces advancing in the Republic of Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Sporadic fighting continues in Praga and other districts, but organized resistance in the city seems to have ceased. The Polish government reported evacuated the city as the first German units entered Warsaw suburbs, and their present location is unknown. Fighting against the German invaders continues in other parts of the country, but the loss of the capital is a serious blow to the Polish war effort. And right after that, as usual, Republic of Poland has capitulated. The Polish government has gone into exile, and their main forces have capitulated to the German Reich, who is now in control of their home area. The struggle between the German Reich and the Republic of Poland was only a small part of the conflict. The war between the Axis and modern remains of allies continues elsewhere. Alright, on that note, we're gonna end the episode. I would like to check. Our army strength is now almost 500. Alright. Air Force and Navy is abysmal. But we knew that. You guys can actually join here. So that means we get 10 submarines. And we're just gonna continue in the next episode, which is gonna be hopefully one where we are going to get, well, maybe the rubber refinery, but we'll see. A lot of technologies are coming that will have to be incorporated. Well, but yeah, no one can say that our industry is not growing. It is. It truly is. But it will take some time to make everything work. Yep. So, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.